Hey guys, this is Richard here. Having used the Xiaomi Redmi 3 Pro for 2 weeks, this phone doesn't seem like the typical budget smartphone. It has extra features compared to the original Redmi 3, with the added cost at around $50, which brings the price to around 220 Singapore dollars. A fingerprint sensor has been included, and the internal storage and RAM has been increased to 32GB and 3GB respectively. Firstly, the design of the Redmi 3 Pro looks like most of its smartphone series. The back is smooth, has no textured design, and the corners are rounded so it fits nicely onto the palms. It's good to know that the camera module does protrude a little, so there might be a little rockiness when you place it flat on the table. The front bezels are minimal, which allows the display to stand out. As for how the phone feels, it feels sturdy and solid. Holding the 5-inch form factor makes it a little easier to hold, and definitely nicer as well due to the full aluminium build. The front has a lip all around the display for the extra little touch, which complements the look of the phone. In terms of aesthetics, the Xiaomi Redmi 3 Pro does not even shout out budget at all. As compared to the 6-inch Nexus 6 that I'm using, the Redmi 3 Pro's 5-inch display is a little refreshing. As for the resolution, looking at HD displays doesn't feel like it's losing detail as compared to Full HD displays. The colours are vibrant, the icons and text are pretty sharp as well. You will have to look real close to the screen to actually see the difference. It's always nice to see bigger internal storages, as the Redmi 3 Pro has bumped it up by 16 to 32GB of storage. It's a bonus since the Redmi 3 Pro has support for SD card up to 128GB using the second SIM card slot. The RAM has also been increased to 3GB, which means more multitasking and better memory management. Also included is the new fingerprint sensor located at the back of the phone. The sensor is always active and will unlock the phone even when the display is off. The device unlock response is really quick, almost instantaneous. Including in the whole package is a non-removable 4100 mAh battery, dual SIM slots, Wi-Fi 802.11bgn, Bluetooth 4.1, and a notification light. An IR blaster is located at the top for interfacing with your equipment with the Mi Remote app provided. The speaker grille lives at the lower half on the back. It's tiny, but it packs a punch at very high volumes. As it is backwards facing, my palms and my fingers will sometimes muffle the speakers when holding in both orientation. The Redmi 3 Pro retains the same internals as the Redmi 3, a Snapdragon 616, quad-core 1.5 GHz and 1.2 GHz, and Adreno 405 is what powers the device. Navigating through the menus or launching apps is smooth. Applications don't take long to open, and loading times was quite fast. Opening more apps at once is made possible by the 3GB of RAM, and it definitely helps with the extra memory management and multitasking. It's quite a powerhouse for that kind of price. Games like Warhammer 40,000 and Hearthstone, the Redmi 3 Pro handled it pretty well. Load times was relatively fast, graphics looks good, and the frame rate was pretty high. There isn't any sluggishness and slowdowns that I noticed. Just that I am too accustomed to my 6-inch Nexus 6, and playing on a 5-inch device feels tiny to me. Software-wise, the Redmi 3 Pro is running on Xiaomi's China MIUI 7 without Google Play Store. To install Google apps, the links are in the description below. Much like the other Xiaomi phones, although it's running Android, in this case Lollipop 5.1.1, the UI does not resemble much like Android. It's got the usual customization options to change the theme, fonts, and buttons behavior. One-handed mode, child mode, and reading mode are also part of the MIUI platform. If you prefer, there are always launchers you can get from the App Store if you want another look other than the MIUI. Also, Just like the Mi 5 that I previously reviewed, I have to repeat that I really dislike the menu stretching when scrolling at the end. The 4100 mAh battery provided more than enough juice to last the whole day. The 720p display helped with the lesser power needed to push the pixels. My usage was emailing, surfing net, messaging through 4G, and heavy YouTube watching on Wi-Fi when I get home. Brightness was about 60% throughout the day, and by bedtime, the Redmi 3 was around 15 to 25% when plugged in. I'm impressed with the battery performance, and I didn't have to worry much about my phone battery getting depleted. Charging time from flat to 100% took about close to 3 hours with the supplied charger, which was a decent time. The back has a 30 megapixel shooter, and the front is a 5 megapixel camera. Shutter speeds are decent, but photos tend to take a little longer to process in HDR mode. Images taken in the day are clear and accurate, whereas for night shots, sometimes it can get a little grainy. It has a usual array of camera modes like panorama, beautify, and filters for the little extra fun. So far, I felt the Xiaomi Redmi 3 performed well within my expectations. No visible lack of bugs. Performance was quite excellent considering the price. Build quality was above average with the metal construction and fingerprint sensor. If you really own a predecessor Redmi 3, I think it's worth upgrading to the Redmi 3 Pro to get the extra 1GB RAM, 16GB of storage, and the fingerprint sensor, which performs really well, for an extra $40 to $50. For those who are considering, you will be getting way more than what you will be paying compared to the other phones. That's it for my experiences using the Redmi 3 Pro. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of such videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.